We need a sports flash.
Not a sports flash.
Sports flash. Time for an unsportsmanlike conduct sports flash update. Sports flash. From the Sports Flash Sports Desk. So during the break, and I wasn't going to acknowledge it because it just didn't seem like a Greg McDermott tweet.
Oh, so it is. Did you text him and ask him if it was real?
No, I didn't have to.
That makes sense.
I didn't have to ask him anything.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Ryan Kalkbrenner is back.
I told you on Tuesday he wasn't going anywhere.
Folks.
Not going anywhere. Where's he going?
Where is he going?
Nowhere.
Well, in June, he's going to get married.
He's going to class.
And then next fall, he's going back to
As much as Rachel
class.
was joking about this, I knew he wasn't going anywhere. She wouldn't have been on social media as much joking about it.
By the way, Ryan Kalkbrenner, who is never active on social media. In fact, he pretty much lets someone else do his social media for him. Apparently, let's see. I'm looking back here. He tweeted at his wife, "Cancel the honeymoon." But so the first tweet was from Coach Mack that said, "Hey," and he attaches Ryan. "Sounds like Coach Bill Self and Hunter Dickinson are coming to Omaha on December 4th. I could use your help.
Yeah.
What do you think?"
Right. So
and when I saw that, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
That just doesn't sound like a Mac tweet, where he's actually openly, asking for something. So I thought maybe he got hacked. I guess I underestimated their ability to play the field, if you will.
Yeah.
But Ryan Kalkbrenner has announced that he is back, and it is coming out from a variety of different sources.
I thought when I saw John Fanta put Creighton, I believe, at like 8 in his way too early top, whatever he did. And I thought to myself, that seems a bit high. I even jokingly said, which sport are you talking about? But who they brought in so far in terms of transfer guys and having Kalkbrenner back and Ashworth back the way he played late in the season, they could be really good.
Yeah.
They could be really good. That Pop dude, he's a baller.
Pop Isaacs.
Yeah. And then the young kids who are coming in, you got good athletes, you got scores. They could be pretty good.
Yeah. And if you missed it, Jemiah Neal, Creighton's first edition out of the portal, had him on the show yesterday. If you want to check that out, go back to the radio replay section.
That's the 6'6" guard.
The 6'6" guard from Arizona State.
I saw him at Let It Fly. Yeah.
And he really good attitude. I love, his motivation for getting in to the portal in the first place. He wanted more structure. He wanted discipline.
Right.
And
kids want discipline.
And he and Mac hit it off pretty well. And by the way, we will be talking with Trey Ziegler tomorrow on the Grum. I'll just let the cat out of the bag. I will open up the curtain. That was a recorded interview. So it was before today's news.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we won't be in that interview talking about Ryan Kalkbrenner. In fact, there might be
a question or two.
Well, there wasn't even a question. I didn't even ask him.
Oh, good.
Because I just assumed that, he was going to put his name in for the draft.
And wait,
like last year.
Yeah.
But apparently
it's 2024, John. There's no reason for even the best big man to even think about being a first round pick nowadays. I mean,
especially if you're from this country.
Well, definitely. Yes. Unless you are a true stretch five.
Yes.
Where your 3-point shooting is. Yeah. I mean, if you look at Luka Garza was one of the most dependable college players I've ever watched.
Mm-hmm.
What do you get drafted like in the 45, 50 into the second round, right?
Yep.
It's just they don't have a fit for you. There's no fit for you.
Yeah.
The idea that I heard this one guy say about remember we were was that one with you? I was on with somebody and they said that maybe he would go portaling. Maybe that would be something. I go, that makes more sense. It's not the NBA. We know that.
Yeah.
It's not. If it was 1989, hell yeah.
Yep.
I like the Taylor Swift album.
Exactly. If it was before the Indiana Pacers got beat up badly by small ball, and I think like 2003, before that, yes. After that, no.
No. Different game now. Different game.
Yeah.
But this is big. So
good for him.
Congrats, Creighton.
Kalkbrenner back. You'll have either Ashworth or Isaacs that can run the point. You'll have Jemiah Neal, who's basically going to be kind of taking the Baylor role. Let's see. And then, and now what's going to be interesting, because Fred King, if you miss that, Fred King announced he's coming back.
Yeah, makes
sense. So you got your top two centers back. Yeah. The thought was that Isaac Trout was going to start working more at the 5 because he had started to do that last year. Does that process still continue if you want to have a small ball lineup?
I don't think there's a spot for Isaac Trout. I just don't.
Or you have to move him back to the 4.
I don't think there's a spot for him because he can't play. He's not starting at the 4 because the Millard North kid has just gotten too good. He's not starting at the 4.
Yeah, Jason Green is.
He's not. There's no way. And so he doesn't shoot the 3 well enough to give you reason to say, I'm going to give up the rebounding and the defense that Jason Green can do. I don't know where he fits.
Well, he shoots the 3 well enough. He had a good 3-point percentage, but the problem
how many did he take?
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah, I mean, he had that one game where he made the 2 early on. I think Villanova, maybe, or Providence, something like that.
What was the game he went off?
He had those 2 from the corner. Everybody shot well that game.
Yes. Well, UConn.
It was obviously UConn, right?
Yeah.
So, you can't. Jason Green needs to play a lot because of the energy he brings, because how good he is defensively, and how he hits the boards, especially the offensive board. He's got to play a ton.
As well as this team has improved from a defensive standpoint over the years, and you really got to credit Coach Lusk, who's now at Purdue,
right?
But he really kind of helped change the trajectory of this team defensively. And of course, last year they were a very solid defensive team. Going to be a different defensive team this year. You're going to have Kalkbrenner back, going for his 4th Big East Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep, sorry.
Sure.
But Isaacs is a good defender.
Yeah.
Jemiah Neal is a long-rangey defender.
You think Jonathan Lawson played? Is he still here? He hasn't left,
no,
did he leave?
Yeah, I think J-Law left.
Oh, did he leave? Okay, I always thought watching in practice that I saw like a little bit of left. Did he leave? He was the guy that I thought never translated from what I saw in practice to the game. I was like, what's missing there? That makes sense that he left because he got 0 playing time last year.
Yeah, no, it never came about. So as it stands right now, I believe there are now open? 2 spots left.
2 left.
2 left. Because
and that's without getting any of these Nebraska guys.
Which
Nebraska State guys.
Oh yeah,
without getting any of those.
Yeah.
Frankie Fiddler.
Frank. Yeah, Frankie's obviously going off
Chucky
to
going to Louisville.
Chucky's going to Louisville.
William
Frankie's
Kidd,
going to
Kyle going to UCLA,
to Michigan State.
Right, yeah.
So they'll have 2 scholarship spots left. Be interesting to see how they attack those coming up.
What do they need?
Well, that's a really good question.
Whoever your 2 is, you're going to have to figure out a way to get buckets in a game like in the tournament, right? Where Alexander couldn't go off and that big hole was there. Whoever they get in has got to be able to get his own shot in games like that.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Well, with Neal, what he's hoping for is you spread the floor out. Neal, who's a good off-the-bounce guy, really good finisher at the rim.
Yeah.
Those type of guys. You've got one like that. I suppose you're looking for maybe another 3-4 type person.
Another wing.
Wing.
You can't have enough.
Can't have enough shooters.
Yeah.
Can't have enough shooters. Well, we'll see what they do. But very exciting news for the Blue Jays and their fans. The return of Ryan Kalkbrenner. Actually, no. I think I'm miscounting. They may only have one
spot left. Okay, because they've
one
added
spot left.
They've added 2 plus Kalkbrenner for sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm miscounting.
And they only had 3 seniors last year, or 3
because John's chart from the Omaha World Herald did not have Kalkbrenner on it at all. I thought it did. So yeah,
okay.
1 spot left.
Oh, already then. Let's go.
And Nebraska's happy with their haul. They
are not. There's no way in the world they're happy with. No. That's what they got. They're not happy. Yeah, it's like going to McDonald's. Yeah, you got some food.
It was good last night.
It was. It's fine. It was, like I said, it's fine. In the immortal words of a drop we used to have, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But really, come on. Did you get anybody that everybody else wanted?
No, not yet.
Who'd you get?
Not yet.
The 7-1 kid, the rim runner that they just got in. It's interesting. He's going to play some defense. He can dunk. He can't shoot at a lick.
Right.
Like at all. Not even from 5 feet away. If he's not dunking it, he can't shoot. So I don't know what that is. The Rutgers kid, I have hope for him. I'm being told that he's going to be. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Wisconsin guy who, he's all right. He can shoot a 3 occasionally. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't trip my trigger. Who have they brought in that really make you go, oh, yeah, okay, that's going to really help?
So you're talking about,
the 7-1.
Essegian, the kid from Wisconsin.
Yes, that's the 3-point shooter who I think is okay.
Right. And, he was hit and miss last year mainly because
he was injured, too.
He was injured.
Yep.
Griffiths is the kid from
Rutgers.
From Rutgers that you're talking about.
Who I'm not, I don't know. I don't see it.
They're happy with Andrew Morgan.
Again,
and Worcester, they got a point guard from Utah.
Is Rink Mass back or not?
We've not heard.
If he comes back, what's Morgan doing? Aren't they the same
Morgan's
player?
basically taking the spot that Alec had.
That's what the 7-1 kid's doing. He is that. He is the rim runner, rebounder, blocking shots. That's who he is. It reminds me of, I don't know how many of you guys put together puzzles. Reminds me of a jigsaw puzzle without the picture on the box. You ever try putting together a jigsaw puzzle without the picture on the box?
No.
Okay. You got a lot of pieces. We have no idea where they're going. None. They got a point guard?
Yeah, Raleigh Worcester from Utah. They got him.
Yeah, we'll see.
So they're very happy with him.
Okay, good. That's one.
That's one.
That's one.
That's an important one.
It cannot be what the whiteboard in the office had on it. That list that they got cannot be the list that they had planned.
Okay.
There's no way that was the list.
Send your complaints if you're a Husker fan to Michael.
And I have nothing against them. I want to see. I want to see them win. I certainly cheer for them whenever they play Creighton. There's no doubt which side I'm on, but I just don't see that's the group they wanted. When they're out there picking in the playground, they're out there picking the playground.
I'm sure they were looking at some higher level guys.
They did not get those guys. They didn't get those guys.
But it goes back to
I'm just cackling.
What are you doing?
Somebody said that to me.
That's cold.
That's awesome.
That is cold.
It's accurate as hell.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's all white guys.
Did you see the list? I don't.
I didn't see the list.
Yeah, okay.